This is Paul. Yeah. Mm, my desperation. Mm. You know, when you're the target, yes, of real crimes, yeah, very real crimes, and having me appear in court. When the petitioner did not appear in court, yeah, she didn't appear in court for the protection order. But Healthy Families of Clallam County thought that I should have a 10-year protection order because I wouldn't do a mental health evaluation. Yeah. So that you couldn't use civil commitment to disappear me. Hmm. When the court order was issued. Now, my constitutional rights are being violated. Yeah. And the laws are not being enforced, and I want my family. Yes. Now, this idea of being homeless, a homeless man. Yeah. I'm really not liking it. Now, this is a good one. Yes. 42 U.S. Code 1983. I talked to you about that being one of those federal lawsuits. Yeah. Mm. The civil action for deprivation of rights. Yeah. Where you refuse to enforce the due process rights necessary to require mental health evaluation for visitation of your own children. Civil action. Yes. In every state of the United States. When can an actual petitioner, well, even in a criminal proceeding, Squim, Washington, yes, even if you arrested me for the accusation of domestic violence, yeah, there better be some actual injury, other than I called my wife a cunt right now. There better be an injury. There better be some physical abuse. I know it sounds mean that somebody would have to be abused, but picking up that phone and saying he's yelling at me, yes, and then requiring a mental health evaluation because of an argument. No, a civil action for deprivation of rights. Every person in the Sequim Police Department who, under color of any statute, ordinance, regulation, custom, or usage of any state or territory or the District of Columbia, subjects or causes to be subjected any citizen of the United States or other person within the jurisdiction thereof of the deprivation of a right, privilege, and immunity, yes, to not be called crazy for having a fight with your wife. Secured by the Constitution and law shall be liable to me, the party, yes, for every asset that you own. Yes. Now, I'm the injured party for my wife being allowed to have a protection order where there's a condition of a mental health evaluation so as to have visitation with my children. That's the injury. Do you understand? Now, 1983. Yes. If you're going to require mental health evaluation, you're going to provide an attorney and a hearing about the mental health of the individual. Yes. And if there is a requirement for an evaluation, the individual evaluator will not be reading any reports from a domestic violence advocacy charity. Yes. Where they did an intake and assessment of the alleged victim of domestic violence. Right. They won't be reading any reports from Child Protective Services about the accusation of child abuse. Pooch! They will not be having an attorney present, yes, when they do their evaluation. And if the individual is so crazy, yes, as to actually admit domestic violence or child abuse, then arrest them and put them in jail!